Hi guys, it's Nicole. Today I'm sharing my second project with the new January Flavors of the Month kit from the Scraproom. The way the blog schedule worked out this month, I'm kind of 3 days in a row, so I'm posting my videos to correlate with the blog posts. So as always, I like to include photos of the main kit, the two add-ons that I get, and then this is kind of the part of the video where you guys are coming along with me to look at this kit for the first time. This is the Photoplay paper, and I keep getting the name wrong, Notting Hill Bookstore. Now, I'm a big reader. I really, really like book-themed things, funny book-themed shirts, stuff like that. I love paper collections that are book-themed. I don't really ever buy them, though. And it's pretty much because I don't really document different media that I consume, I guess I would say. I feel like I would personally be the only one that would be interested 20 years from now looking back at either what books I was reading or what shows I was watching, that type of thing. I have considered maybe revisiting this in like maybe a mini album form, but you will not catch me posting pictures of the books that I read on a layout and then making a process video out of it. That's just not going to happen. Mostly because I just read straight trash, and there's nothing wrong with that. I look at reading as like a mental health outlet. I completely dive into the fiction. I'm not reading things to get smarter. I'm not reading things to learn anything. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've learned some stuff, but I'm reading for the benefit of escaping reality. I want to be entertained for a set amount of time. I want to kind of go on a journey. I want that sort of experience. And unfortunately, a lot of the covers of the books that I've been reading lately are not for sharing. You want to send me a private message and you want to swap book recommendations, you go for it. But I'm not going to make a layout. So when I got the kit, I was instantly like, oh my God, yes, a book collection. And then I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? And it just happened to be that I didn't actually start working on my layouts until a couple days after Christmas. And I remembered that I actually had some book themed photos that I could go ahead and use. My favorite gift to shop for every Christmas is I go to Book Outlet, which I think I learned from somebody on YouTube. Anyways, they're new books. A lot of times they are sent to stores. They don't sell out. The store, instead of clearancing them out, sends them back to the publisher. Publisher sends them to places like Book Outlet for resale. So a lot of times the books will come with just like a Sharpie dot on like the edges of the pages, and that's it. They've all come in great condition. But this year, as an example, I think I ordered 22 or 23 books for my kids and I paid $80. Like a lot of the smaller, younger chapter books from like my daughter, I can get for like $1.97 a piece. Some of the bigger books for like my son this year were around like the $3-4 mark. And sometimes you do have the option to pick between hardcover and softcover. It just kind of depends on what they have in stock. But it is my favorite thing to shop for. I typically put the order in after Halloween because it takes me a while to go through the site and look for either books in series that they're currently reading or enjoying, or finding new series to kind of broaden their library in a sense. So like my son especially, I will specifically look for things where they have book one, or maybe they have book 1 and 2, to find new series for him, or find new authors for him, or new genres for him. He tends to fall into the judge a book by its cover type thing. If you have kids, you've probably seen, I can't think of the author, but the series is Wings of Fire. It's this whole series about dragons. And I bought it, I think, in his box for last year. And he didn't start reading it until like the week of Christmas. And once he opened it, once he started reading it, he sucked that book down in like 3 days and was like obsessed with it. And luckily, I had suggested book 2 and 3 to my mom to give him for Christmas. And so he was super excited when he opened gifts from her that those 2 books were there. And so, like I said, this is my favorite thing to shop for every year because 12 or 13 big chapter books is going to last them throughout the year, between library books, school books, other books that we've got. When my kids were babies, I always read to them at night. Reading was always an important staple for me. So I made sure that it was something that was going to be a staple in their lives without like forcing it, in a sense. I'm thankful that both of my kids enjoy reading. I'm thankful that they like discussing books. We like, we talk a lot about what's going on in their books. They'll give me like an update or a synopsis. And then a lot of times we will read, like we're currently reading through the Harry Potter books, and then we watch the movie, and then we read the next Harry Potter book and we watch the movie. Those I read out loud because they are a little bit more, I would say, advanced for their reading levels at this point. We'll probably switch to the Narnia series when we finish Harry Potter. Like my daughter especially likes the ones where there's a movie associated with them. But then I also got one for her this Christmas that I intentionally bought for being able to read out loud with her and kind of have that experience with her that I've been having with my son. All that, and I have yet to talk about the layout. I'm sorry. You guys should know by now that my channel's not super professional, but I try to keep it fun. I wanted this layout to just be very simple. I wanted to focus on the books that I bought my family this Christmas. I wanted to use my favorite elements from the sticker sheet, and then just kind of have the focus be able to where you can really look at the titles of the books. You can really see the title and you can really see the journaling. When I was working on this layout, I had an offcut from the green grid paper, and grid paper is one of my favorite patterns. And so I kept thinking, I wonder if I can print my journaling on this, and would it make an impact? Would you be able to? And so I decided to give that a try and have a little bit, just something different, a little bit more fun with the journaling strips. And I really enjoyed how this came out. I also got a little bit lucky that by having it be a grid print, when I put the not journaling strips, when I put the foam strips on there and then go to put them on my layout, I was actually able to line up like the vertical lines of the grid. So it really does kind of match up with the pattern in the background. And to me, it just kind of made it, I don't know, it was just more fun. It was something different than just plain white strips for the journaling. So I think this is something that I'm going to attempt again on another layout soon and see if it gives me as much joy as it gave me for this layout. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys here, and I'll be back tomorrow with a third layout from the January Flavors of the Month kit. And as always, I appreciate you guys for stopping by, and I'll catch you later.